Hey guys, Pieguyrulz here, and welcome back to Nick or Treat. Invader Zim is the darkest show to ever be on Nickelodeon. The show is totally messed up in the head, and people love it for that. So naturally, they had to do something for Halloween. Enter Halloween Spectacular of Spooky Doom. Zim and Dib must escape a horrifying dimension. Alright guys, prepare yourselves. I'm gonna say something controversial here. I think, if anything, this is probably the least scary episode of the entire show. And I don't say that to undercut how creepy and bizarre some of the stuff in this episode is. I'm just saying, I was expecting a lot more. But maybe that's kind of the point. See, the thing about this episode is that, yes, there is a lot of really creepy stuff, but there's a lot of jokes here. Every time something starts to get at least a little bit serious, a really silly joke happens, and you start laughing instead of being scared. It's both good and bad. It's good because I'm sure it helped tone down the show a little bit so Nickelodeon would let it actually air, but it's bad because if they were going for a really horrifying Halloween special like you think they would, this kind of fails at that. Creepy? Sure. Messed up? At least a little. But scary? No, not really. The thought of Santa Claus being an evil robot that every year comes down to Earth and tries to kill people? That's scary. Monsters from another dimension that keep mentioning that they're trying to be spooky is not. But like I said, maybe that's the point. Maybe the point is that instead of having a traditional Halloween special where things are super over the top, scary, creepy, and gross, they decided to turn it on its ear and actually take the show a step backwards from all of those things. Which is a very interesting subversion, especially when they made a usually heartwarming Christmas special turn out to be really creepy and disturbing, and they made a usually tame Valentine's Day episode into something big and epic. But of course, we're still talking about Zim here. There are some really freaky moments in this episode, usually right before a joke takes you out of them. And story-wise, it's very interesting. You don't know at first exactly what's going on with Dib. And it's always great to see Dib and Zim have to be forced to work with each other. And some of the jokes are actually pretty funny. I mean, I remember Invader Zim for a lot of different things, but I definitely don't remember it for its comedy, so it was really surprising to see some good jokes here. So is it worth watching? Well, if you're expecting something really messed up, there are other episodes of Invader Zim that will satiate your appetite for some really screwed up stuff. But if you want a solid, interesting adventure with some comedy and darker and creepier imagery than you'd expect from a Nicktoon, then this is the episode for you. Pieguyrulz,